This kid who was everything to me, probably about 16 years old. He stayed out of the war efforts. He really wanted to help educate us. Earlier when I said that when we went to in country, everybody's calling us Brother American, he would be the first to say, here's why. And his kid knew everything about America. And that's all he wanted to do was go to America one day. He told me that his mom and dad were killed 2 weeks before we got there in the Civil War. And there's a lot of kids running around with no parents. So he was extremely resourceful. Like one day he ran into town 8 miles to get an egg and a block of cheese for me and ran 8 miles back and came back at the end of the day. And I'm like, where the fuck have you been, man? He goes, I went to get the egg and cheese. What took you so long? He's like, I went to town. And I'm like, you ran 18 miles to get me an egg and cheese. That's how cool these kids were. He would start telling us where weapons caches were and say, hey, I know a guy that's building guns. He's not bad. He's trying to put food on his family's table. We would go and do these hits and eventually realize when we turn over anybody that was a potential threat or issue, the Nigerians would take and cut their hands off on the side of the road. Typical our African stuff. They didn't take prisoners because they don't get paid